Sorry, miss, I entered late because the password don't enter to the code of this computer.
Okay, don't worry. Right now we're just copying in the notebook the topic on the Pampas vocabulary. 1 minute to finish the copy this class. That is the title of the story on the Pampas. But today we're not going to read the story. We're just going to work in the vocabulary. Remember that each story it has a vocabulary. That story is called On the Pampas. That is the title of the story.
Are we going to read?
Not today. Tomorrow we're going to read. Tomorrow we're going to start with the reading of the story on the Pampas. Today just the vocabulary class. But we're going to read it one page, 282, where it's a vocabulary. There is a vocabulary in the Pampas. So if you have your book, it's okay. If not, don't forget that I have a picture. So in the next slide, I'm going to show you the picture. So just by guessing here, the title On the Pampas, what do you think it's about on the Pampas? What it comes to your mind when you listen Pampas or on the Pampas?
A papa.
Y papa?
Yes.
That it comes to your mind?
Yes.
So you think that it's going to be about a papa, the story? We're going to find out tomorrow, okay? That's okay that you're pretty and you guess what is on the Pampas about.
Yeah.
Maybe by reading the vocabulary, you can have another idea.
I think of a food of a, how can I say empanada in English?
Empanada, you think that is an empanada? Empanada, maybe empanada?
Yes.
Okay.
One story of a food.
A food, you think that's going to be about food? Okay. We're going to find out. And using the vocabulary, you're going to see if it is about food or is about another thing. So let me show you here. Page 282, we have the vocabulary. Look at the vocabulary. It says brand, bridles, culps, coral, hair, initials, means, and rings. Do you think that it's about food?
No, it's not a papa.
No, right? Just by seeing also the picture here, it doesn't look that it's about food. It can change our prediction, right? Now, it says here, adventure at the ranch. Let's read here. This is like an entry. This information we're going to see, and by reading this, you can change your prediction. Now, Gabriela, help me to read Adventure of the Ranch here.
Adventure of the ranch. I entered the horses, Coral and Shushan. He had one of the most beautiful manes of hair on his neck. I took one of the bridles and put it over Sham's head. I hauled on his back and grazed the reins. Then I rode through a herd of cattle to row young calves, so I could bring them with their owner's initials.
Thank you. Excellent. So look here. It's describing that in the coral. Do you know what is a coral, class? Do you have an idea what is a horse's coral? No? No? Okay. Then it says one of the most beautiful manes of hair on his neck. Using the context, we can identify what it means. Manes of hair on his neck. Who has neck here? Is the horse. He has a neck, and it says the manes of hair. The manes of hair, so might be the hair of the neck. One of the bridles and put it over the bridles. Look at this. The horses, they have bridles, and also they have some hairs. Some brands, brands. And it says the reins, a hair of cattle to rub your clothes. Brand and initials. You know what is initial, right? This is the word, the most common word that we have from the vocabulary. Now let's find out the meaning of these words. Right now, you don't have to copy anything. You don't have to copy right now. So we have word number one, that it's brand. Brand is the word number 1. So let's define this word. Kiara, help me to read word number 1, Kiara, please.
Brand, to mark by burning sky with a hot iron.
Thank you. Look at the picture number 1. This is a brand. Look at this. This animal, it has some letters, some capital letters and numbers. This is a brand. It marked the animals with a burning skin with a hot iron. So those animals, they are like, they have like a number. They have like a code. Yes, the people that work with these types of animals with this, and they have a coral, they mark the animals, putting the letters or a series of numbers to have a control of the number of animals and the amount of animals they have. So this is a brand, it's marking the animal. So
Look at the babies. How one baby have some letters in your ears. Yes.
here, yeah, so this is a brand. Those letters and number, that is brand. To mark these animals, it's brand. That is definition number 1. What about number 2? Help me to read number 2. Ana Flores, read definition number 2. What is a bridle?
Bridle, a part of horse harness that fits on the horse's head.
Thank you. Look at this. This is picture number 2. Yes, what you see that the horse has here is a bridle here. This is. Look here, I'm pointing. What is a bridle? It's just in the face here. In the face where you see? It's a harness that fits on the horse face here. This is a bridle. Don't forget this. Now, what about number 3? What is number 3? Read the definition number 3. Alberto. Read number 3, Alberto, please.
Young cows or bull.
Right. Look at this. The young babies. The babies, they are called calves in this way. So they are calves because they are young. They are not adults. They are young. They are like babies. And what about coral, class? What is a coral?
A stroke in which horses are kept.
Thank you, Rebecca. That is a coral. It's where the horses are kept. This is a coral. Look, they might be made of wood. So this is a coral.
Why on the animal, the first animal, why they put letters and numbers?
Letters and numbers, that is brand. It's to mark the animals, to have a control of these animals. So they write letters or a series of letters and numbers. It's like a code. It's like a code that these animals have. Yes, so this is brand. Don't forget brand. Letter, they can be letters or numbers or both, a series of letters and numbers. And it's made up with a hot iron. That is number 1. Bridle is what you see here that the horse has. It's a harness. It's on the head. Just what is on the head, this. I'm pointing just what is a bridle. Because this is going to be another way to call it. Next slide, I'm going to show you. Just what is in the head is called bridle. Cubs is because they are babies, they are young. And coral is here, the place. Look at where is the horse. Here's in a coral. It's the place where it's going to be kept. Yes. Questions, comments about this?
I don't understand what is bridle.
Riddle number 2.
No.
Mhm. This is a bridle here. What you put to the horses is in the face here. This, I'm pointed here. Just this is a bridle here.
Oh.
It's a harness. Remember, I don't know if you have the opportunity to ride a horse. Have you ever been in a horse, seen a horse in real life? You see that the person that is with the horse, it's taking the bridle. Look at the horse. They have a bridle. It's on the face, in the head. And also they have this that is called the reins here. And the next one, yes, la montura. But in this case, it's just what is on the face and the reins. Just by seeing here, when you're riding a horse, that is going to be when you want to stop. Cuando usted quiere frenar al caballo, You need to have it needs to have a bridle and a rein.
Picture of my brother or sister.
That's right. So the bridle is needed. So when you are with a horse and or you are just by walking, you're going to take the reins to stop the horse. That is the way. But if you want to that wants to run, yes, that right. If we want you to run, you are going to give a hit to the horse. But if you want to stop, the horse needs to have a bridle and reins. So this is a bridle. It's just in the face. What you see here. This. Yes. Now let's see another definitions of other words, more words that we have. What is a hare class? A hare is a group of animals. For example, this. Look at this picture. This is a group of zebras. So that is hare. So hare is a synonym of group. Group is a synonym of hare. It can be a hare of buffaloes. It can be a hare of other types of animals. So it's a just they have to be the same kind of animals. If it is a hare, it's because there are a lot of the same, a group of the same animals. In this case, a hare of zebras. What about initial? We know the initial is the first letter. It's the first letter of a name, like this. That's right. It's the W and the letter D, and they have to be in capital letters. So it's their initials, the first letter. And Khaled, help me to read what is that means. What is this word means?
A long heavy hair in the horse's neck.
Look at this beautiful horse. This hair that you see that it's on the neck of the horse, it's called manes. It's manes. So it's a hair, but it will also can call manes. That is the correct way of the term that we use to say this hair is manes. And the last one, it's rein. Look at this. Here, this is related to the previous one.
Straps fastened of the bridle.
That's right. Remember that in the previous one, we learned that what is in the face of the horse, this is the bridle, this. But what is this that you see here, pointed, this is called reins, reins. So it's needed to have a bridle to have reins in the horse. This thing that you see here, it's the reins. Just this part, this is the reins. And this part is bridles. Yes, Rebecca, tell me.
What is means?
Means number 3. This is the hair of the horse. This is the hair that you see in the neck. The hair. Look at this animal. This one does this. I think that this horse doesn't have a means because it doesn't have hair in the neck. But this beautiful horse, it has some means. It has a long hair in the neck. So there are different types of horses, remember?
Es más bonito. I see the picture. What horse having hair?
Yes, one has a hair and the other it doesn't have hair. So there are different types of
Barbie horse. It's Barbie horse.
Barbie horse for you. It looks like a Barbie this. Just for the hair.
No, it means that you know the little girl named Barbie. So
Barbie.
it looks the horse of the Barbie.
Maybe it looks like that. Yes, but both horses look beautiful. Even though this one it doesn't have hair, it looks so nice. Look at this hair. Beautiful. Oh,
I want that to have.
It's beautiful. The white
it's beautiful. Yes. Horses are really beautiful. Questions about this
What is
definition
this
class?
horse? Two black and white and what is this horse? Two black and white. The color.
Perfect. Now, if you don't have any question, don't forget, just as a review, brand, remember it can be letters. Bridle is what is on the, just on the face, in the head of the horse. Hooves, they are jump, like babies, for the place where the horses are kept. Here, it's a group. It's a synonym for being group. Initials is the first letter. Manes is the hair, the long hair that is manes that the horses have in their necks. And the reins is this. They are related to the bridles. Now let's copy this word. We're going to write the word in the definition. We're going to match the definition with the word. This is the vocabulary, just 5 words. This is the only slide that we're going to copy. So the word, we're not going to copy too much, but we're going to practice using this vocabulary. So number 1, we have, for example, to mark with a hot iron. What is the answer for number 1? To mark with a hot iron. Remember that the animals, they can have a series of letters and numbers. Which of these words means that? Brand, coral, bridles, hair, or reins?
Rain.
Reins?
Rings.
No.
Coral.
That was the
Coral.
first definition. Coral
Coral.
is the place. No, coral is not. It's not that one.
Bio.
It's a brand. That's right. Number 1. To mark with a hot iron is a brand. So we're going to match definition with word.
Yummy.
Okay. What about number 2?
Rhymes.
Stop held by a horse rider. Coral.
Rhymes.
Reins. This one.
Yes. Rhymes.
No.
That's right. It's letter number 5. Perfect.
Somebody.
What about number 3? The pen where horses or cattle are kept. The place where they live, where they're kept.
Coral.
Corral. That's right. That is number 2. It's the corral.
Somebody.
Is the number 4, I think, under.
Here, large number of one kind of animal. Yes, it's here. Remember that we're talking about a group of animals of the same species. Yes. So it straps that fits on horse's head is going to be
Bridles.
bridles. That's right. Number 3. Perfect. Copy this, class. Copy this in your notebook. I'm going to take the attendance while you're writing this in your notebook. Let's see. Joshua, Lucia, and Santiago Hernandez.
Present.
Santiago Hernandez Piallos. No. Hermes, Isabela, and Alberto.
Present.
Present.
Perfect. Aquí, Santiago Chávez, excuse. Gabriela, Fernando, and Rosa.
Present.
Perfect. Ana, Dani, and Marcelo.
Present.
Dani, Girón. No. Ana Flores. No.
Right. We are.
Rebecca, Sian, and Valerie.
Present. Present.
Camila, Andrea, and Kiara.
Oh, we found the post. All right. We have.
Okay, Valerie.
Present.
Okay, thank you. Camila Montserrat. No. No, Camila. Khaled and Nia Valentina.
Present.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Valerie, you have any comment, Valerie?
My car is not working well.
Okay, got it. So now that you see this definition and this vocabulary, do you think that it's going to be about food, about empanadas, the story?
Good.
No. Now, what do you think is going to be this story about on the Pampas? What is it going to be about?
Of animals.
Of animals.
About
Horses.
Horses.
Animal.
A luge.
Okay.
Horses.
Okay, tomorrow we're going to read the story. We're going to find out. Now, I'm going to keep the guess that the prediction that you say that it's going to be about horses, some animals. Okay.
Miss. I have.
Papa.
Papa. Okay.
Only copy that. Only copy that.
We're going to copy just this, but then we're going to have an activity that's going to be orally. You're not going to copy more.
But
Right now.
I have
Yes.
to share one thing to do. It's a surprise.
It's a surprise. Okay, 2 minutes to finish this, and then I'm going to change the slide.
I finished.
Okay, thank you, Lucia. Perfect.
Moment of surprise.
Khaled, did you finish the copy? Are you writing in your notebook? Yes?
Yes.
Show me your notebook, Khaled. Mhm. Thank you, Hermes. Perfect. Tell me, Khaled.
And then the screen. What? 2 or 3 minutes. 2 or 3 minutes. Yes.
Thank you, Marcelo.
Bye-bye.
The month in the weekend. I'm spending now in the weekend. I think to myself, I'm
That Marcelo go.
so
And we have a titty.
I remember ice. Ice cold. Let's get to the money. Honey, I'm supposed to
Finish, class. Did you finish or you need more time to write this? Information.
Finish.
Finish. Who is missing? Who's missing to copy?
Anybody, nobody.
Nobody? No?
Yeah, me, nobody.
Nobody? Okay, let's go to the next slide. Remember the meaning of these words. Remember the meaning of these words that we have? When, remember, brand is when we mark the animals. They can have letters, numbers. Corral. The corral is the place where the animals are kept. In this case, it can be the horses or cattle. What about bridles? Remember, it's what you see, the harness that you see in the horse's face, in the head of the horse. And that is related to the reins. The reins, it's the straps to the horse's bridles. So that is reins. And let's see, yes, here it's a group of animals. They have to be of the same kind of animals. So we are talking about a group of zebras. So we say a herd of zebras. A herd of buffalo, it's a group of buffalo. So here is a synonym of group. Now let's go to the next slide. And this is like, you don't have to copy. We're going to match the word with the sentence according to its meaning. For example, number 1. No, you don't have to copy this. This is going to be oral. Let's see what is your answer. Yes. This is activity, yes. Did you know that a ranch is often known by a set of or letters? So which of these words do you think match here? Remember, use the context to identify the answer. Initial, that's right, because you see that it says letters. So you know that we're talking about initials. So that is going to be that. Oh, I give you the answer for number 2. What about number 2, class? Every student in the ranch hall is marked with his letters. Here. Why it's here? Because it says every student in the ranch hall. So we're talking about as a group. Remember that here it's a group. What about number 3, class? The young calves are separate from the mothers. Yeah, you see the answer. Why? Remember, calves means that it's a young, it's a baby. So just by seeing this word that it says young, we know that that is the answer. What about number 4? Number 4, even the horses are standing in there have been marked. They have marked. They're standing in what? In the corral. That's right, they are in the corral to be marked. And the last one, the cowboys groom their horses by brushing their. They're going to brush. What? What things you can brush, class? You're here, right?
Hair. Hair.
You can brush your hair. You can brush your teeth.
Haired.
It's going to be the hair. And what it means hair in the animals that they have in the neck?
Right. Haired.
Manes, remember, by manes, it means the hair that the animals, these horses, they have in the neck. Yes? Okay. As you can notice, we can identify the word just by guessing this. Now, if they're finished, we're dismissed, class. No homework this week. So we are ready to go to disconnect. Yes, questions about this? Bye-bye. Oh,
Miss, I have to share one surprise to you.
Bye.
okay, tell me. Bye-bye.